Hello, welcome. What is good, guys? Tone here, and I am back to wrap up this Mosscloak Inkbound session we've been playing here. Let's see where we left off. Just heading into the final act with the final boss here, it appears. And yeah, apologies to anyone who's been waiting for this conclusion. My living situation changed recently, so I'm a little limited on when I can record, and I had a little bit of a break there. But happy to get back into it to wrap this one up. On that note as well, these Inkbound videos haven't been very popular, so I take that as a sign that a lot of people don't want to see them. So I was planning on playing this a bit because I think the gameplay is fun and I'm interested in seeing more of it, but I'll probably not be doing that on stream. But feel free to join on, talk on Discord or stuff if you want to know more about the game. But I'll probably go on to some other stuff because there's so many great games for us to be looking at. Another big thing to note is there was an update on Thursday, so 4 days after release, and they apparently changed the monetization and they fixed it. A lot of the things that I had like the biggest problems with. So now, yeah, there's 17 pages of cosmetics here. So it's not a timed shop with a rotating items. You're also apparently able to buy 50 shinies, so you can get any increment. So there's no like leftover, like if you want something that's 450, you can buy exactly that many currency and get it. So they're not doing that stuff anymore, and also you can't buy levels on the season pass anymore. So I think that's a huge win. They removed a lot of the most like predatory aspects of the cosmetic shop there, so I think that is very good to see. You still get the typical live service trappings with the season pass and stuff, but it's not nearly as bad as it could be. I think this is a much more honest model for monetization on their game. This is something new. Remember that mission we had at the beginning where it was like do damage or spend this many shillings or whatever? Quillings. I guess there's a claim rewards button. Oh snap! And apparently it was relatively hidden before. I didn't realize this was an in-game benefit. I thought it was like I'm gonna unlock something outside of the run, or am I unlocking something? No, it says call forth the vestige. Hold up. This is huge. So what do we have here? Baylor's tongue. This is 100 crit damage. I like that. On hitting, inflict daze twice per turn. I like that. On collecting an orb, gain 10 ability power until binding is used, and you get amount of will you gain. Ooh, what? You get 2 will per orb? And every time you pick one up, your next ability basically does double damage, or plus 100% damage. 2 will per orb? Hold up, I'm grabbing that. That's a legendary vestige. Yo, I haven't been doing that on any of my runs. I guess this is only my second runs. I didn't do it on my last one. I didn't know how you claimed that before, so I am glad that they put that up there. That is really cool. I do think how much it was blinking, even when we were making our decision, was a little annoying. If I had to give a small piece of feedback about that. I like how it was drawing attention to it initially, but once you're making your decision, that should go away. But that is absolutely significant. So it does make a big deal to pick a challenge that is attainable, and attainable earlier than later if you can. That's really big. I didn't realize that. I'm glad we found that before moving on here. I think that's all I was really going to bring up outside of that. So let's just jump into the next combat encounter here and see what's going on. I'll give you my usual plug. If you'd like to support this channel and my other work, you can do so over at patreon.com/tonehack. Appreciate that if you want to check that out. And what are our challenge or mutations here? Mutators. Villains and guardians have more hit points and shield. Do more damage at half hit points. On your turn, minus 10 movement, lost after defeating an enemy. Okay. Alright, how do we want to play this fight? These guys were really annoying. These guys are only doing AoE damage right now, so they're avoidable, but we're going to want to make sure we can kill them by next turn. Picking up this power orb now makes our next attack do double damage. I think getting into a position... We can probably one-shot this thing by picking up this power orb and critting them while they're marked. I feel like something like that could be quite good. You know, our sharp shot is on crit, so maybe we want to do something like... Oh, and we spawn a power orb now when we use our blink. There's a lot of stuff we can do here. I think I'm going to go ahead and do something like this. I'm going to blink over here. Oh, and I also forgot... We're in stealth mode right now, and my sword energy carried over. Man, this build is complex. I'm not ready for this kind of thinking this early into a video. How do we want to do this? Into a recording. This is why I try not to take that much of a break between sessions here. Because we were definitely in a groove last time. Interesting. So how do we want to optimize our sword energy and our stealth here, in addition to this? It's probably not even worth marking someone. I think we just want to do damage if we can. I kind of want to get into a position where I can use my sharp shot to crit this guy after using blink to pick up a power orb, or marking this guy. Is it just overkill? How much? No, this doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it did. Is this doing more damage? 202. This is doing 210, but it's also plus 100% crit damage. Should do like 3 times that if I get them in the range, which I don't think any of these guys are. This guy might be, okay. And then we want to proc that first by either marking this guy or picking up a power orb. Speaking of power orbs, apparently there are some visual indicators on if you can pick these up without spending a movement point, which I was not aware of. I guess this animation is different than when you're not standing in the middle of it. Yeah, it's very subtle, but yeah, these bars get thicker. I never noticed. And these only persist for 2 turns. Apparently, on the turn that they're going to disappear, they look different. So that was one of my complaints. I still think it's too subtle. This could be like more clear. That's definitely good to know. And like, it looks like I'm close enough here to pick it up. Looks like I'm even close enough there to pick it up. Wow, okay. I was able to pick it up from there. Interesting. Yeah, look how much damage this is doing now. Maybe what I should be doing... Can I kill one of these guys to get stored energy going? I can hit both of these guys. That's hard to pass up. I'm gonna lose my stored energy because no one dies. So this means whenever someone dies, I get the stored energy. And then I can apply that damage into my next attack. I did crit with Sharp Shot again. I do have 31% crit chance with it. Nope, 46. A pretty good crit chance. Means I can get a pretty big overpower on this if I would like to. Probably just hit these guys again with this, and maybe dash over here to kill this guy, which would keep my stored energy going. I meant sword energy, not overpower there. And then hit this guy with my stacked up sword energy. So I think I'm going to do something like that. Do this. I have 66 sword energy. That's 660 damage on my next hit. That would kill you. I think we want to do, that's going to put me in position to kill this guy. We're probably going to one-shot that guy, actually, because this is going to spawn an orb. Got 65 sword energy still. Pick up this orb, which is going to buff my damage by quite a bit. Does this waste my sword energy? I'd kind of like to dash in and out. Ooh. You know what I haven't been doing here, though, is using my orbs to move my cooldowns down. I think I don't want to use a scavenger's dash, because I can probably just kill this guy anyways. Well, that's not going to one-hit them, so what do I want to do first? Anything to buff that damage additionally. Oh, I can definitely dash at least once to mark them. Okay, we probably want to do something like this. Although ideally I mark them before I use the sword energy. Yeah, so I guess I can do something like this. We will dash, you're marked. I think I'm just going to blink out. I'm going to blink out so I can try and set up a crit. The sharp shot. Ooh, that barely did any damage. I get so many of them. There we go. I got a crit loaded, 44 sword energy on the next turn. This looks pretty good. Should I try to center myself on the map a bit? Being at the edges is actually a little beneficial for this build. So because we want to do things at range with the sharp shot. Maybe I'll just like be slightly off center here. Which did put me in a position to get this guy with this. Okay, now that I don't have stealth attack considerations, it's a little more flexible in the order that we do things. Wouldn't mind like marking this guy. Just mark both of these guys. Should leave me in range to pick up the power orb. Which I'll get a crit on this guy. Pretty big chunk of his health. Ooh, I probably should have killed you though for the sword energy. That was a misplay. I basically had a free kill on you. That's fine though. We're gonna spawn an orb with this. Although I'm gonna eat up your marked if I hit you with that. Which would be unfortunate. Guess I could always mark you again. This gives you 10 ability power until a binding is used, so I don't want to pick up a orb, gain that, and then use dash, which doesn't do damage. What damage does this do? It practically kills you. So does this. This is like all poison now. I actually don't like how we upgraded that. I think that was a bit of a mistake. Leaves you at 6. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter what I do too much here. It looks like we're in pretty good shape. I'm just going to jump over here. think I'm just going to pick up this power orb. Actually, I want to use this first. Maybe that wasn't necessary. Let's try and set this up. You do not quite die with that. I guess I'll hit you. We're going to get stored energy, and then I can move over to you. 66 stored energy. Now, why did that go down to 14 stored energy? There's something about this mechanic that, because that should have done, it only applied this 140 damage. It's not, if I kill them without needing the stored energy stacks, it like removes that part of the damage, which seems incorrect. That seems what's going on here, because it just did the 140 damage that this does. It wasn't applying my 660 stored energy damage, because that should have been 660 plus 140, 800 damage, leaving me with 80 stacks of stored energy. That feels like a bug to me. Maybe it's like a hidden balance consideration, but it's definitely not how the skills read. Okay, this should be easy. So we can go here, mark them both. I can pick up the power orb. I probably one-shot this guy. And then with stored energy, I one-shot you. Nice. So our build is performing quite well. I don't know how to do against the boss, because they play out a little differently, depending on how many adds there are for me to take advantage of the stored energy. But yeah, this build's looking pretty good here. Even though a lot of our stuff has low damage numbers, we're getting a lot of multipliers and ways to like build that up. Between crit or stealth, this thing now giving us ability power, marking enemies. And the stored energy was just really, that was a really, really good pickup at the end of last session. This is really giving us a lot of power here. So we can take a new power here. I don't have any rerolls. This is just 2 hit points for me. The physical power I think is going to be pretty big here. It's like 20% extra damage on most of our attacks. Oh wow, we get a purple vestige here. Reduces incoming damage by 20%, just straight up. All bindings have +2 cooldown, and using a binding reduce cooldowns by 1. I don't think I like that. That would be good if you're generating like a lot of power orbs, which we kind of are, and you want to spam your basic attack that doesn't have a cooldown. I don't think our build fits in super great with that, but 100% crit damage and damage reduction here both look really juicy. I think I'm just going to take the crit damage. What would we replace with it though? Oh, I forgot about this too. I'm being hit. You gain 1 will next turn. Your turn, smite enemies inflicted with burn or frost. But we have a lot of stuff I think we could definitely replace with this. This is basically going to be 5 total physical power for us. I like that a lot. This only applies on the first turn, but it's pretty strong on the first turn, so I think we'll keep it. It's also 25 crit damage, so I think either Sea Trickle, the Ringleader's Hat, or this Blooming Un. Bloomin' is what I want to replace here for 100% crit damage. What boss is this? Can't even tell. I did fight the Leviathan on my like tutorial run or whatever, which was one of the bosses, and they like summon like a bunch of tentacles that you kill, which I wonder if those would trigger this. They actually might not. I don't know if they count as killing enemies. We're probably going to be getting hit a lot on some of these bosses, so this could be very valuable for getting just beat up pretty bad, just getting extra will every turn. I like the ability power. Alright, I'm going to replace the Sea Trickle. We're going to grab the Baler's Tongue. I could have re-rolled that too. I kind of like what was on there though. This Baler's Tongue is really good. Ooh, we get another augment here. I was thinking it would be nice to augment like our Cone of Frost or something. It only has frostbite damage, which is a very low part of our damage. Discounted Flurry. I don't mind that. We could use this a lot if we wanted to. I don't think our Flurry is that amazing anymore, but sometimes using this twice in one turn would be good. The frost damage is like nothing. Just take the Flurry. I don't think either of those are super impactful. Like, we didn't even use Flurry last fight. We get to go to one final shop. We don't really have money. We'll see what is offered here. Chalice of Champions. On consuming an item in combat, this vestige gains 2 ability power. That builds up through the whole run, I think, which is insane. We do have 2 consumables going to this fight, so this could be plus 40 or plus 4 ability power, which is plus 40% damage. That's actually very good. Or I can grab 70 or 15 health here. I can just get my 2 health. I think we ditched this Blooming Un for this, because it's basically 2 ability power, and then some people take some extra damage from the Cone of Frost. This is going to build up to a lot more than that, so I might as well just grab this. Drop the Blooming Un. And not a bad shot for not having like hardly any money coming into it. Oh yeah, here's the boss. Alright. Yeah, this is the Leviathan dude. Since I made this mistake last time, let's try to like very carefully read all of our effects. Leviathan, minus 50% to incoming damage when hit directly, and takes 100% of the damage dealt to tentacles. So we really want to just like clear out these tentacles, it seems like. The tentacles have 25% damage resist per stack and loses 1 stack at the end of turn. So these all start with 50% damage resist as well. Now, if you have AoE, you can hit this guy as an addition to tentacles. And we have our stealth stuff going on here. This could be a fight where the controlled explosives and the sword energy like really picks up. I also have a power orb in range if we should want to grab that. So how do we want to play this? Tentacles are tanky. What is actually doing damage? The tentacles on the sides are doing direct unavoidable damage. They're only doing 1 damage each. At the moment, I think it scales. Can't quite hit both these guys with a dash from where I'm at. Pick up the power orb to get double damage with one of my abilities. I think I'd rather save that to reduce our cooldowns. I feel like I just need to dash somewhere. I don't think that'll let me dash to actually hit this guy. I'm probably better teleporting than dashing, so we probably want to end up doing something like this. Teleport. Kind of wasting our stealth stacks a bit, but I think it's fine. Then we dash out here, we can actually hit both of these guys. And then I can start hitting you guys with other stuff. The Shuriken. I don't think any of these tentacles are dying this turn, so doing poison damage to these guys is probably pretty good. This isn't doing a lot of damage to take advantage of their marked. This might actually be the best. Frost is 228 damage. I want to take advantage of stealth and marked here. Yeah, I think Cone of Frost might be the best. And then that'll stack Frostbite on guys. Oh, I should be using consumables here. Oozing Jelly. On Consume, plus 25% crit chance. On critting, inflict 10 stacks of poison, lost it in a combat. So this will last all combat. We crit a lot. I didn't realize we had that. That's also going to pump up our Chalice here. I'll save this one. Inflicts Hex and Shatter. It's only for a turn. I'll wait till these guys don't have so much damage reduction to see if that goes down. It will go down for the tentacles at some point. Oh, I meant to pick up a Power Orb. No, I don't think I wanted to, actually. It's fine. We dash over here again. Look like I can get in a position to hit the boss. I think we do want to just like burst down these tentacles. I'm critting with Flurry. I have one more evade stack though. Do I just use Sharp Shot to take advantage of the evade? Or, oh wait, no, that's evade. That's not stealth. Okay, no, I'm out of stealth. Got it, got it. Cool. I think we are going to dash over here. Now I'm going to get into a position where I can flurry and also hit the boss and both of these tentacles. What? I didn't mean to hit that. I wanted to pick up the orb first. Why do I keep doing that? I don't think I clicked. I guess I must have. Maybe I bumped my mouse or something? I have no idea. I wanted to pick the power orb before doing that. Although maybe it's a good thing I didn't, because that's actually one of the worst things to power orb. Because the base damage is low, it's just doing poison. Okay. I think we will teleport away. I can all three of these guys, and I'm gonna wail on this guy. Oh, did I not hit this guy? I must have really misclicked, because I had a... like, that sucks, actually. It does mean I can hit you with... your marked. Not critting, I can just do this, though. Alright. Oh, and I need to pay attention to make sure that I can get out of, like, all this damage. Interesting. It's easier to hit the boss and the tentacles down here, except for this guy because he's slightly far away from my current position, than it is to hit the boss and these guys. I'm going to work on these tentacles, so let's see. I have 3 things left. I can actually go over here. I'm in range to pick this up should I want to. And I may as well... actually, I should wait till this is critting to pick that up. Come on, you can crit. Now it's critting. Although now I need to move my... oh, it gives us 2. Perfect. Yeah, it's a pretty juicy crit there. Keep moving. Try and get out of... yes, and this would be no damage. Perfect. Just dash to set these guys up. No, Mark goes away at the end of the turn, I think. Probably something like that. Maybe I was supposed to hit you with the shuriken again. Was this critting? I guess it wasn't. Seems like a pretty awesome turn, actually. We didn't take damage. We almost killed 2 tentacles. This one's dead now. This guy's almost at 1 bar. I feel pretty good about that turn. Okay, now this guy's close to dying, so I want to try and get like a big overpower stack on them somehow. Even better if I can do like AoE, where I hit this guy and the boss, this guy dies, and then I keep calling it overpower, I mean stored energy, and then I can hit like the boss again. Although we don't want to hit the boss, we want to hit these other tentacles. So I think we want to do something like mark this guy. Doesn't quite die with like the teleport. He will if I pick up the power orb, so I think that's what I want to do. Ooh, I can actually apply and kill him with Cone of Frost now, which is even more damage than the teleport. It's gonna be way more damage than the poison. And I'm close to him, and I'm not critting with sharp shot, so yeah, I think I'm gonna do it with the frost. He dies. 47 stacks of stored energy there. I think the boss... Yeah, I can't hurt the boss anymore. Because he's at his phase change breakpoint, so now we just need to focus down the tentacles. I think I should do that by teleporting over here and dashing through them. Try to teleport on this side so I can spawn an orb in an accessible location. Dash through these guys. How much damage are you doing? 22 damage per shuriken stack plus 1, so you're doing about 110 damage. Doing 154 at the max range. Oh, but this is critting, so it's doing like double. So yeah, this is fantastic actually. That puts a bunch of poison stacks on you. Oh, did I aim that wrong? I probably could have... Oh, wait, the boss doesn't matter, though. The boss is phase changing. For now, he's clearly phase changing. I must have been just off. Maybe his animation did an update or something. Because I thought I could have sworn I was just... I tried attack... or previewing an attack on him and did do damage, but that's fine. Oh, all my movement abilities are on cooldown, so I'm kind of stuck here. Not picking up this power orb, which is probably fine. I could just leave it there till next turn. I'm not actually taking damage right now, so this seems perfect. I'm just going to spam shurikens at you. Critting now. Critting again. I'll get a big overpower hit. Or, stored energy. I think I keep calling it overpower because I've been doing a lot of Diablo 4 theory crafting. And that's a mechanic in that game. Is it worth hitting this guy with a non-critting sharp shot? And I'm not even at max range. So I can do 77 damage plus my stored energy now, or I can wait till next turn and do that to this and the boss. Or apply a dash on you first. I think it's actually worth wasting this energy. I'll use the reposition, and if I get close enough to this power orb to pick it up, that could be a pretty good spot. Maybe I'll do it here in case the tentacles spawn like in the same spots. Actually, I don't think any tentacles are spawning. I'm just going to stop right here and end my turn. Okay, they did spawn tentacles. Wait, that one went down. Oh, did they die to poison? I don't know if you should have died to poison. Okay, well these tentacles aren't in a position where I can easily hit them and the boss. Okay, yeah, this orb is like crackling like energy. That means it's going to disappear next turn. Okay, good to know. Guess I picked that up because a lot of my abilities are on cooldown. Unless I go up here and like dash back down and pick it up. There's a really awkward position to try and take advantage of. I need to get like in a line with these guys because that's how a lot of my damage is dealt. I'm just gonna grab the power orb. I think we're gonna dash up here. I want to use the teleport. Because I want to take advantage of the sword energy on multiple targets, so I don't want to do damage right now. If I dash up here and then across, I also want to get out of this guy's AoE. That also built up a bunch of shuriken. Just critting, so I can do like a big hit here. Now, I don't really want to just like focus the two guys in the middle, even though that's where our position sort of dictates, because then I can only solo the ones on the outside, when I could hit both of the outside tentacles on either side with single attacks. I think I should go back to focusing these two at this point. Probably like teleport over here. Get the power orb. Just wail on this guy with shurikens. Seems correct. Taking 2 damage. It's actually doing 2 damage to me. Tentacle doing 2 damage. 1-1. This one's doing... no. 2 evasive stacks. I feel like I'm only getting hit by 3 1 damage sources. One damage, 1 damage. 1 damage. You're hitting that area. Oh, is this an invisible... okay, I'm taking 2 damage from this. Interesting. I think that's where tentacles emerge. I guess that's like actually an attack. Can I hurt you? Doesn't look like it. It's showing this guy's dying next turn. Is that accurate from 136 poison? Yeah, because that's over 500 damage. I guess I'm just going to hit you anyways. I have 4 willpower left. I should actually get over here and start wailing on this guy. Actually pick up this power orb again. I think I save that though. Or do I want to use all of these cooldowns? I'll just save that to next turn. Everything's going to go off cooldown next turn. Let's just start wailing on this guy. Oops. My last one. Can I get outside of that? No, I'd have to walk out. Maybe I do pick this up. Ooh, I just got a big overpower. I'm gonna save it till next turn, when it will actually kill this guy. Or use something else against this guy, because I want to kill this guy to carry over the overpower. So I'm gonna take 1 damage from this guy to do that, I think. So I could kill you with this dash. Which should carry over my overpower damage. Stored energy? Sorry, I don't know why you keep calling it that. Okay, may as well do that. I only carried over 18. Yeah, that acts a little weird for some reason. Alright, and now let's get close to here so I can work on these two next turn. Increase attack for the rest of combat. Okay, that guy's increasing his attack for some reason. Alright, we're taking 1 damage. I'm cool with it. It's actually perfect with the Ringleader's Hat, which just gave us an extra will points to play with this turn. Right, so you have 2 stacks of damage reduction. It looks like he's summoning 3 more tentacles over here, and they're each doing 2 unavoidable damage each. I can really work on these guys. Kill these guys next turn. Or this turn, probably. I'm tempted. Oh, I don't have any charges of flurry. I was like, I should just poison this guy real quick, but no, we'll come over here. Do I want to pick up the power orb? No, I'm going to use that for cooldowns. Teleport is on dash. Oops. Not me to hit that. Or my teleport is on dash. My teleport is off cooldown and it's critting, is what I meant to say. I actually wouldn't mind using that crit. Build up overpower. So maybe I dash here to mark you. Ooh, this will be a lot of overpower if I pick up this orb. I'm not going to do that though. I'd rather use that for cooldowns. Or stored energy. I don't know why I keep calling it overpower. 76 stored energy. It's at 760 damage. I think what we do is we dash back to mark you again. Pick up this power orb. It'll give me plus 100% damage. It's a slight waste on cooldowns, but it actually... Oh, it doesn't quite insta-kill you. Oh no. Why did that not increase the damage that I was going to do to this guy? I just assumed that adding 10 ability, or 10 ability power would make any of these kill them. What did this say a second ago before I picked that up? I thought it was like almost the same number. Oh well. That's too bad, so I don't have any way to one-shot you. Or kill you this turn. While I have all these buffs up. You're even marked. You're at full health. That's too bad. This is going to go to waste. It doesn't really matter what I use if that's the case. I feel like I should teleport so I can pick up this power orb, because I think next turn I'm going to want to be like over here, dealing damage to a tentacle and this one. This tentacle's going to have the least defense stacks on it. I think I want to pick up this power orb before next turn. I guess I could grab it next turn. Eh. Ooh, hang on. When collecting an orb, gain 10 ability power until binding is used. What if I just waste a willpower to pick this up? It should give me another 10 ability power. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. How far away can I get from this and still have it in the pickup range? Like right there. Yes. There we go. Only brought 44 stacks of sword energy. That mechanic is kind of confounding to me, but this is looking good. Still 440 damage I'm carrying over. Possibly worth the will I spent on it. Hard to say. I guess I walk over here and start just damaging this guy. I just want to be in a range where I can just wail on you with sharp shot. Maybe it's cheaper to just don't stand in the muck. Teleport over here and then just do this. It's pretty good. I like it. So now you have the least... What is this? Petrifying Gaze. Unbinding. Inflicts snare to all players until end of turn, stacking up to 4 times. Unbinding. That must be on me using a binding. I think snare reduces my movement range. Okay, you're doing an AoE. Everyone else is doing direct damage. I'm taking direct damage from these. There's a lot of like unavoidable damage in this fight. Coming to this fight without a lot of health is a mistake. It does mean we can continuously proc Ringleader though, which is good. I think we actually open this one with a Cone of Frost here because I can hit everyone with it. Or do I dash, Cone of Frost? Good. I think I'm going to Cone of Frost, dash. Position where I can hit the boss. No, that's fine. I'd like me to hit both of these guys. This guy's gonna die very quickly, actually. They probably died to a blast. No, I think they're dying because I crit here. If I pick this up, they probably die, but maybe I do dash. Nothing else kills them. Looking for another big sword energy hit on them. Not as efficient as I'd like it to be, but we'll dash back. I think we pick up the power orb. Try to put poison stacks on some of these guys. I'm completely ensnared. I actually can't move without using my movement abilities. We grab the power orb here to get plus 10 ability score so that this does more damage to generate more stored energy. That's 770 stored energy. And I'm critting. This is pretty juicy right here. I hit the boss and a tentacle with my max range. As well as this guy right here, and that 770 goes to all of them. Okay, this guy's at his phase change, even though the animation isn't proccing yet, it looks like. I have 3 will left. We want to end outside of damage. I probably want to end over here somewhere, so we're probably going to end up like dashing this for our last hit. Actually, I can do that now. I like that, actually. And I can't move, so I'm gonna have to make sure this is like the perfect spot. Oh, I can move now. It goes away on binding. Okay. I think I want to wail on this guy. Kind of want to poison both of these guys. I can't get all 3, so let's do this. Hitting the boss doesn't matter right now. He's in his phase change. I think I'm gonna do this twice. small sword energy hit, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, I want to stand outside of that. Be like right here. Do I pick up the power orb before using flurry here? Probably not. I don't think I do. Get a bunch of poison sacks on guys. And I think I just wail on you guys here one more time. Not a very efficient hit. I'm going to leave the power orb there until next turn, when I can also hit the boss. Oh wait, I forgot, hitting the boss takes down that shield right now. I took 3 damage, proccing Ringleader. This power orb disappears this turn. I have one guy about to die, which will be really good for proccing stored energy. So maybe on top of that, I dash. Fortunately, can't get the boss in that, but he takes reduced damage anyways. I think we'll probably do something like this so I can mark him. Then what's my highest damage thing to hit him with? This probably, even though it's not critting. I'll try to grab the power orb to make it do even more damage. Probably not. I think we'll just hit him. Only 17 sword energy. Yeah, probably not worth trying to set that up too much. Although we didn't really set it up too much. Right, now we have some fresh tentacles over here that have 2 stacks of damage reduction. Then this guy is doing 4 damage to me. It'd be really nice to kill him if we can. I don't know if it's efficient to kill this guy, or to do attacks that hit both of these guys. I don't know if we can kill both of these guys. Possibly could, even though they have an extra 25 damage resist over this guy. That might be what's worth trying. Maybe I pop Disintegration Oil to do that. Oh, I should have used tried to use this very early, because I forgot it gives me +2 ability power on this. Not using this earlier was a big mistake. Alright, how do we want to do this? I want to pick up these power orbs. Like here. This one's still in range, I can grab that. Probably just grab this. Over here. Nice, and then I can dash over here. A little inefficient on the power orb cooldowns, but oh, and I actually just blew a lot of ability power. I should have just used my blink to do damage to this guy, but this is fine. You are marked. I have 5 shurikens. Cone of Frost is critting. This is probably pretty nice to use on these guys right now. I think we should inflict the poison on them as well. Oh, this is critting. I think I will teleport over here. Did I use this yet? No, so I can pick up the power orb. Perfect. So that gives me the +100 or +10 ability power on this crit. And I probably just wail on this guy. He has less health, so I can kill him sooner. He actually died. 33 stored energy. Use my last attack for some ability here. Be a closer to where I think the other... Oh, he's dying anyways, perfect. I'm gonna say the other tentacles are gonna spawn. Alright, I want to get up here where I can do the same thing, hit 2 of these guys at once. Although this one has like no health. Or this one's at half health, and he doesn't have his armor up. So I think we actually want to kill this one and then come up and wail on these guys. How do we want to do that? I can leave this power orb here because there's going to be 2 tentacles popping up here next turn. I think that's fine. So I'll do this just to get over here. I just hit you with this a bunch. Okay, yeah, because this crit kills you. I'll pick up the power orb, which is going to give me restored energy, I think. That thing hardly ever seems to work like I expect it to. Try to get up here. Hit one of you with that. Seems alright. Little weird getting close to the UI down here with our range on that. Let's go ahead and dash, hit both of these guys. Building up our shuriken. I think I will dash again. Max shuriken to get a big critting flurry off. I should have used disintegration oil again. Let's just use this. I'm never going to use it at this point. Then we just spam this, I think. It was such an inefficient use of that, but I was leaving so much on the table by not just taking the 2 ability power. Alright, these guys are in a fantastic position to take advantage of stored energy. Scavenger's Dash is on cooldown. Cone of Frost is critting. I don't think we actually want to kill both of these guys at once. I'm in range of picking that up. Not hitting this. I think I'm going to do this. Oh good, it's critting. We'll go over here, grab the power orb. And come back to crit you with the power orb buff. Oh, but that kills both of you again. That's fine. It's some wasted sword energy, I think, but it's fine. Okay. Now that I know what this looks like, I can tell this orb's disappearing this turn, so I definitely want to pick that up. Let's go down here. I think I want to give both of you marked stacks. Nice, I can hit the boss with this. It looks like we're about to win. I hit the boss here. I can't. Nice! GG. Quest complete, win runs. Unlocked a bubble. Victory, defeated Agaloth, Terror of the Inky Deaths. It was really interesting how handily we solved that. I felt like this class was kind of weak through a lot of this run. Even when we were like doing well towards the end, it felt kind of weak. But we got a few more puzzle pieces in the end there, which just like kicked up our like multiplicative like synergies in there to like really kick that off. So that's really really cool that we managed that. By the way, I was looking for a combat log. This is something that they added. How come I can't get rid of this? Okay, I don't care about parties. The combat log is here. So there were some fights before where I was like trying to figure out what happened. So if you ever have that problem, go here. I was ignoring this because I was thinking it was just the chat, but I forgot the combat log was also hidden there. Awesome stuff. That was a really fun round. I think this game is quite fun. I'd like to try some of the more higher difficulty stuff. I don't know how long that's going to take to unlock. Like, what does it say if I click rank to dive? I think it's actually going to take me into a run. How do I cancel this? What have I done? Bronze 3. I don't know how the rank system works yet. I want to get out of bronze. They actually made the starting like bronze and silver like easier in the last update, which is crazy. I don't know if it gauges like how well you're doing, almost like an ELO system, so you can boost out of like your lower ranks faster. I don't think it does. I think you have to like get 3 wins or whatever it asks you to do. So I'm gonna abandon this run. But yeah, that's Inkbound. Probably not going to return to this for a while because people don't seem to be engaging with it on my channel, and there's a lot of other cool stuff to look at. But it's a pretty cool game. I think I've spoken enough about the flaws and stuff, but I think there's a lot of potential here. I think it's pretty fun overall, the combat and everything. So I'll probably play more whenever I find time, like offline, off recording here. But pretty cool game. And I think that's it for me, so thank you guys so much for watching. Do check out the links in the description below. You can find my Patreon if you want to show some support over at patreon.com/tonehack. You can find my Discord if you want to come and hang out with me and the rest of the community. Have some wonderful discussions there, and there's other links down there. But for now, I am out. Thank you guys so much, and take it easy, everyone.